Why, hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's night going? Hope everybody's night's going well. Let me know if you can hear everything okay. It's a little bit of a test tonight. Last time I was running this rig like this, pardon the fan noise. We have a dehumidifier going. Last time I was running this rig, it was giving some sound issues. So, yeah. Hey, how you doing, Hasenia? Let me serenade you to sleep, okay? As a matter of fact, Hasenia, tonight I am actually putting up the new song to distributors. So it will go up to Spotify, iTunes, TikTok, all that stuff. And you can expect it, hopefully, here on YouTube. It'll go live on Sunday. It's just putting up the last few buttoning touches on it. Thank you so much for believing in me for all that time. I definitely appreciate that. All right, since it's nighttime, let me play something a little bit more dreamy for you guys. So yeah, everybody, welcome to Chill Hang number 6. It has seems like it's been a whole day. Thank you for everybody that was hanging with us yesterday and got to meet my very, very beautiful wife. She is absolutely amazing. So no real like giant words of wisdom tonight, just learning that with this song release that's going to happen, I was listening to it in the car because, you always do a car listen, make sure things sound good in the car, make sure they sound good in headphones, make sure they sound good out of speakers from your phone, from your computer. Just part of the package is just making sure it sounds good everywhere. And there was something that kept catching my ear, and I was like, I don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing. And it took stepping away from it for a moment to be able to hear it. I wanted to already have it sent out to distributors earlier today, but I'm glad it didn't, because as I was listening to it, I was like, that isn't quite right. So if you were here, you could ask my wife that what I've been doing the past hour and a half. I've been running back and forth to the car about 3 times to get things set up where they need to be. And it's to a place where I'm actually happy with it now. And it's something that I think you'll really enjoy to hear. So, all that to say this, whenever you're working on something, it's finished when you say it is. If you want to put in the work, if you want to put in the effort into a project, into getting something accomplished, then you will keep putting work, and you'll keep going and you'll keep going and you'll keep going, because there's always something you can improve. There comes a point where you have to let something go as it is. It's not being lazy. It's not being unkind. It's not being anything other than just realistically, you can work on a project forever. If you're writing a book, you'll keep finding words you can change, turns of phrases you can add, a character you can add or take away, can change the backstory, you can change the way something progresses. And again, I apologize for the fan noise. It's a little bit loud. We have a dehumidifier going. But definitely appreciate you guys coming in and helping us. Um, helping us, coming in, joining the stream. Man, it's late, but it's been a good day. Um, there's always stuff that you can do to change, to make it better, but sometimes you really do have to let something go. Um, I think that's why, again, I was talking with a family member today about God's process in my life. And I was talking about how I hate the process of refining, how it's a process that never seems to stop. And that's okay. You know, it's okay to it's okay that the process doesn't seem to end because there's always things that need adjusting. My attitude, my heart, the way I see things, my perspective, it always needs adjusting because I'm not perfect. I'm not human. Thank you so much, Yesenia. You have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you for your support. Uh, there'll be some merch coming out soon, hopefully. And I hope I was able to give you a good serenade. Good night. I can't wait for you to meet my wife one day when we come out that way, or if you come out this way with your husband. So it's so good hearing from you again. Have a great night. Uh, but yeah, it's it's one of those things where the process is painful. Sorry about that bump. Learning this guy was painful. Learning how to play guitar, learning how to sing, it can be painful while you're learning what it is you're supposed to do. Because I tell you, if you're anything like me when I was trying to learn to sing, you had to tighten up your voice. You had to. Oh, now I just sound like a really old person that has a dry throat. But you had to tighten up your throat in order to feel like you were singing. And that's not it at all. As a matter of fact, you want your voice to feel very natural when you're in the correct range. Um, there is times of stress and strain, but you learn about that. You work at that. And as a result, you have a bigger range. You work on being able to bar all six strings. You work at being able to sing while playing. You work at just teaching others what you know. It's a fun thing. It's a cool thing. Just a thought. A project is done when you say it's done. And that can be whenever. When I first started making music, I was really bad at getting the scratch ideas out and then thinking that was the final because I didn't know about demo tracks. I didn't know about taking the time to record and then re-record and then re-record to get things right. I didn't really think about how when something is just enough out of time, it makes the whole thing feel icky. Um, but when it's consistently like that, in the words of Adam Neely, repetition legitimizes. Things that I learned along the way, picked up along the way, helped me get to where I am now. And I'm very thankful for that. Thankful for you guys. Uh, Thankful for everybody that's supported me so far. Hey, for those of you that watch this later, if you ever need custom music for your social media, for your business, if you have a business and you need music for your training videos, I can help. I just sat through about 8 hours worth of really dry training videos about a week ago. It was rough. It needed some music. If you need any kind of music, I do more than just guitar. You see that keyboard behind me, see the bass. I can do a little bit of electronic. We will get we'll get you taken care of. And if I can't help you, then I will get you in touch with somebody who can or do my best to help you get there. Just a little plug there. Uh, it's been it's been a fun 5 6 years on YouTube. The last this year is the most serious I think I've taken YouTube. Because again, early on when you're trying to do your thing, you're learning about what is it you want to do, what do you want your channel to be. It's just the regular YouTube stuff. You're learning who you are and what you want to do. And there came a point early on when I was doing this where I thought that the stuff I was producing was like good, like really good, and people just needed to be able to hear it. And they needed to hear what I was hearing. And that's actually a common problem that can plague creators is um, thinking that the work you've done is levels above what it actually is. Because we're the ones that are with ourselves all the time. We've watched our progress, therefore, we've seen how far we've come. And unfortunately, critics and those that are just normal people, they don't normally get to see the progress. They just see the product, they see the results. So, in seeking for good results, it forces you to push yourself to grow. And the problem is that sometimes we feel like we've grown enough. Um, when I learned first started guitar and I learned, a C chord, I was like, man, I can finally stretch my fingers and push all the strings. Oh my goodness. I made a little melody. You learn your chord. You learn those three chords, you've unlocked like 15,000 songs. And then you learn your D chord too. Don't forget that chord. But you start off with that and you're like, man, now I'm unstoppable. Now I can get in a band and we can play this all day long. It's great and you have fun. And then you meet somebody that maybe plays something like this. And all of a sudden you're like, what chord was that? Because you see it's a weird shape. And they may look at you and be like, yeah, bro, that's an A minor 11. And in your head's just because they seem to know more, therefore they must be infinitely better. They may not be. They just have better product. That A minor 11 is still that A minor, just different spot. But then it starts to open up your mind to, hey, there's more out there. Again, sorry, long tangent. But in looking for a better product to present, it does cause growth. In the process of growth, sometimes we get caught up in our progress and we halt thinking we've arrived when we're just really starting to get into what it is that we know and don't know. Excuse me. Making a slight adjustment to that microphone, get rid of a little bit of the ringing there. So, rewind about 2 years. I'm sorry, rewind about a year ago. A year and 3 months, I believe, to be exact. I wrote a song called It's Me, and I was super, super proud of that song. Still, when I listen to it, it's still something that I enjoy. But I got to a spot where the people in my circle, um, they've heard how far I've come. And so they were like, dude, your progress is amazing. And the people I was sharing it to, I even shared it with my then friend, not even girlfriend. I shared it with her, and she was like, "Oh, you wrote this? This is so cool." You know, she was being legitimate. She thought it was super super cool. And to this day, I think she still does. I think it's cool. But I let the progress of how far I come get to my head. And so I took that song and I shared it to a live roast your music stream. And with that stream, there was a lot of good music, well produced. There's even music videos. Like it was well done stuff. Some stuff was pretty rough, but there was a lot of well done stuff. And the guy was talking about how it was, there's some good songs there. He was helping people find stuff. We were encouraging each other in the comment section because all of us are a little bit nervous. And I remember it was towards the end of the stream, and I don't know if you'll ever watch this, Trey, but um, I was I sat there, and I remember when my artist name and the song title got called up, music started going, and the line starts, "Darkness falls, it's too late to change your past and change your fate." And the drums in that song go off in a couple places. They go offbeat and it doesn't stick right because I was learning how to drum. I was learning how to drum at that speed. I was learning what it was to look for, but I was having fun while I was doing it. And in making it, I heard it, but I was like, it's actually not that bad. It was that bad. So, needless to say, the song goes through, and Trey gives me some great instruction on what needed worked on. But it absolutely crushed my heart because in my mind this piece was ready. It was like the thing. It was perfect. It's still the video with the most views on my channel to this day. But when I go back and I listen to it now, I hear the things that, need strengthening. I hear the things that, at least in my ears, I would like to change. But I didn't delete that video. Somebody told me I should delete that video. I didn't because that's not what this channel's about. I'm not trying to give you guys perfection because I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to give you guys everything quantized because I'm not perfect. Not everything's played perfect. If it disrupts the song enough, then I will fix it. Um, whether that's re-recording or time adjustment or what have you. But I still want it to feel very much like it's being played, not just produced. I think it was 4 months. I was planning the next song already when It's Me was doing well. In 3 days, it had hit 800 views, I believe, and I was over the moon. But I wasn't really getting subscribers then. But all these numbers were coming in, and I don't know what it was about that hit the algorithm just right for me being a small channel. I want to say I had less than 100 subscribers then, and we've since grown to 150. Thank you guys for that. But after that really negative review that I got, um, it was what I needed to hear. I felt like giving up. I really did feel like stopping and just like crawling into a hole. But that August, I dropped Heat of the Summer. And one of the things I worked with on that song was timing. And it's still not perfect, but it was better. After Heat of the Summer, I think I dropped Collide. And Collide was really, really fast. It was really, really put together really quickly, but I liked it. Other people liked it. So it went up fast. Then Alibi. Then I think it was Part of Me. Part of Me was supposed to come out, not October. Part of Me was supposed to come out November, I believe. Because initially I was shooting for October, but it was supposed to come out in November, December, but it wasn't quite ready. And when it came out here a few months ago, was it a few months ago or last month? I forget now. It came out. It's still not everything that I want it to be, but it was ready. It was ready to go. So the song I worked on now, or the song I worked on last rather, "You Took My Heart." That was a song that had been on my heart for a very long time, and it hadn't been time to release that one. But with that one, I was working on timing, I was working on melodies, I was working on just meaning. Like, writing a song is great, writing a track is great, but there's really a huge difference when you mean what you say, or at least you can fake meaning what you say. In some cases, that'll get you paid. If you can sound convincing, people will pay you for that. But with the one that's dropping now, the name of it is What It Means to Be Happy. And I'm not going to spoil it. It's going to be great. I think you all will love it. It's going to DistroKid tonight to start the upload process. Both You Took My Heart and What It Means to Be Happy are going to be going to Spotify and iTunes and what have you. Again, I really appreciate all of you that have been so supportive. We are growing and we're doing well. I apologize for the inconsistency over the years because as a channel guy, as a YouTube channel owner, my description says I'm a content creator, but I haven't really made much content. I'm not making some fancy promise to change that and, get you a video every day or every week. If that happens, it happens. Um, my goal with this is become a good songwriter, become a good producer, and not just a good one, but the best that I can be. I'm not trying to be like Chris Lord-Alge. I'm not trying to be like Graham Cochran. Amazing. If you have not yet checked out the Recording Revolution, I think he is recruiting, I forget what his name is to help. Really, really good content right now. But I want to continue to bring content to you guys. I enjoy doing what I do. I enjoy when you guys enjoy the results. And I just want to say I appreciate you all. Well, we've almost made it for that 30 minutes there, guys. It is late. 'Tis almost midnight here. So we will wrap it up here with that. appreciate you guys coming, watching the video, hanging. If you have not, if you want to, please like, subscribe, share. Um, we are trying to um, get to a YouTube partnership, which is, it's 1,000 subscribers and so many hours watched. So I'm not just asking that to reach a number, but I want to earn your subscriptions. I want to earn your watch time. So when there's something that you really like, share it with your friends. Tell them come sub. If there's something you don't like, let me know in the comments. Go to my Facebook page, Blood Wolf Music. You can find me there. Tell me, Jeremy, X and X, XY, 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 don't like this, don't like that. I'm here for it. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your time. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful night, okay? See y'all potentially tomorrow. Have a good one, guys.